Hi, welcome back. I'm David Mustard and this week I'm in northern Sweden. Or technically it's the middle of Sweden, but it is part of northern Sweden. I have traveled about 3.5 hours north from Stockholm to the High Loft and the South Loft. Two cabins that you can rent up here in the middle of the forest on the side of a mountain called Åsberget, and they're run by Bergaliv. I will leave a link below to the booking website so that you can have a look. These are two of the most incredible places I have ever been, and the views of the endless forests are just incredible. What you might not know is that Sweden is the 5th largest country in Europe after Russia, Ukraine, France and Spain, but there's only 10 million people living here, so you can easily feel very secluded and alone, especially when you go north in this country. Up here it's very dark and I don't have a lot of daylight hours to shoot. The sun rises at 9 AM and sets at 2:30 PM, and in that time in between there's mostly twilight actually, so I need to hurry up. On top of that, this is wolf and bear country I think, so I don't want to get caught outside by myself in the dark. The two cabins are both designed by architecture Hanna Mikkelsen at Fria Folkets Studio, and they are timber cabins on stilts with an incredible view of the valley and forests beyond. Now I want to start by taking you through the High Loft, which was the first one they built, and they do have plans for another couple of cabins here. When you first arrive here, you can park your car and carry your things up a gravel road up to the cabin. There's also the option, if you're staying at the hotel just on the other side of the mountain, to hike all the way here, and it takes about an hour and a half to get here. When you reach the cabin, you walk across this bridge and you can either walk into the door to the main room, where I'm standing now, or climb upstairs to the upper floor, which is a roof-covered outdoor room with an open beam structure and some wireframe around it. This is the perfect place to do some yoga or meditation during the warmer months. By the way, if you want to see more house tours on this channel, you should definitely subscribe and leave a little like. That really helps, and we will soon have more videos for you. And let us know what kind of places you want us to show. We do already have a bunch of home tours on this channel. You should definitely check out my visit to Shangri-La. That was a great one. We'll leave links below so you can check that out as well. So let's start inside the High Loft. You walk straight into the house main floor from the landing, and here inside you have everything you need for your night stay. This is a minimalist dream stay, perfect if you want to get away for the weekend and stay somewhere with as little distraction as possible. The walls are covered in this washed plywood, similar to what we saw at Shangri-La on the Norfolk coast. And if you look up towards the ceiling, we have these beams running across from wall to wall. And it has a really nice wood floor and a nice beige rug in the living area. But first, let's start on our right where we find the kitchen. And it's not a full kitchen, it's a sink, which has this really nice bowl and a tap that comes out from the wall. And above the tap you have some cups and glasses. And to the left there's this wooden beam that separates this area from the living area. And they've hanged a towel here to create some more separation. In the living area there's two benches along the wall that meet in the corner of the room. And here you can sit and relax with the most incredible view you've ever seen pretty much. There's this huge window that frames the view perfectly, and you can even open one of the top windows here during the warmer months. The benches here are covered in like a long cushion, and then there's some pillows on each side that you can lean up against whilst reading a book or just enjoying the view with a cup of coffee. There's also a couple of blankets here in the corner for when you snuggle up in the evening. Now let's get over to the bedroom area. And what you have here is this double bed futon basically on the floor, which you can hang up on the wall so you have more wall space when you're not using them. And then you have some pillows and blankets here on your right, just on top of this little table that you can pull out and use as a coffee table in the living room when the beds are on the wall. I love how all the colors match perfectly in this house. It's all in different tones of beige, grey and this darker navy. And a fun thing about the lamps that are hanging over the bed, when you put the bed back up, You basically put the lamps on the floor. You just use the hooks for the lamp to put the bed up. I just love these clever tiny house hacks. Now to the last room, just around the corner from the bedroom there is a toilet, and I guess you could call this an ensuite since it's actually in connection to the bedroom. Now over to the south loft, which is just south of the high loft as the name implies. This place has a lot of similarities to the high loft, but it's only one floor. This is placed on stilts on a rock ledge with beautiful views of the river valley below. This house has a veranda that is running all along the side of the building and then ends up in a balcony where you can sit and enjoy the views. It seems like I can go on and on about the views, but they are incredible here. When you come inside here, you have some stairs up to the loft on your left, and then the kitchen, living area and bedroom right in front. The ceiling height here is 4.5 meters, which gives this place a very airy feel, and this is slightly bigger than the other loft at 20 square meters, whilst the other one is 14 square meters. On the left we find the bathroom, followed by the kitchen, and we definitely recognize the similarities to the other loft here. Both these places are made out of pine, fir and birch, and it gives a very cohesive look to the whole place. Right in front of you, there's a beautiful picture window above the bench and to your left as well, and this is also where you fold out your beds. And right next to that you have a table with 2 chairs that you can hang on the wall. All of this has a mix of Japanese and Nordic style, which usually works perfectly together just like here. This place has something that the other place doesn't have, and it's the loft with that second pair of beds, so you can have 4 people staying here at once. Anyway, now I think that's it for this tour of the high loft and south loft. I will leave a link below, and if you're interested in booking this, just click the link and have a look if there's any availability when you're ready to visit. Now let me know which of these cabins is your favorite. Is it the high loft or the south loft? The south loft I feel is a bit more comfortable, but the high loft is just so beautiful. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We have a lot more house tours booked in for you to see. So let me know what you want to watch. Luxury apartments, holiday rentals, something else, let me know. And don't forget to leave a like on the video. That's always very helpful. Thanks for hanging out today and see you soon. Bye bye.